This Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka. Y'all already know who it is, man. I'm talking about the ranking in this bitch. What's happening, fam? Shit, we up in this thing, man. We about to do a little reaction, man. About to, about to go nuclear. We about to react to this thing, man. So y'all coming in, y'all know the rules, man. Hit the like button. Uh, Tap in, tell me where you coming from. You want to donate to the team. Everything is in the description. Y'all let me know, man. Uh, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for coming in and tapping in and things of that nature. Hold on, y'all. I got to get my Wi-Fi going. Give me a second. All right, and like that, we back, man. We about to go to this. We got a couple new joints because we at. I seen them. I ain't seen them yet, but I seen that we can react to it. Damn, but it all this food on here, man. I got all this exotic food I be wanting to look at, but let me see. Oh no. Damn, why the fuck did I do that? Anyway, let me go look at my hots because I know my man folk they got stuff on there. What the hell is this about? I might have to detox, y'all. I might have to detox for like maybe like 3 days, man. And like no smoking, no drinking. And he must have took them things down. Damn. Alright, y'all, hold on. Let me see if I pull that Flacco. And he took that video down already too. Damn. See, some of the videos they don't be leaving up long. We might just have to check out this Poetic Flacco About 6'9", mom almost getting unalive. So we're gonna check this out, y'all. Hold on.
The triple treat box. The only meal that holidays is hardest. Really?
You want the food? Take the picture.
You cannot post this. You only have 73 followers. Smile.
Holiday harder with the triple treat box from Pizza Hut.
For the most comfortable, luxurious, eco-friendly, and affordable. Handcrafted American-made mattresses on the market.
Were he wasn't home. He was actually streaming with Jack Doherty somewhere in Miami. There's nothing in this world, bro, that I hate more than a trifling street dude, bro. Yo, these people are disgusting. They left their house, and because they didn't want to get a job, they didn't want to go out and work for something or grind for something, they took their funky behind to somebody else's house with a gun, held their mama at gunpoint, and traumatized them because you don't want to get a job, you don't want to work for nothing. I don't know how anybody can support these dudes, bro. I hate.
Best thing to do, y'all, just get y'all a job, man, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I had a terrible dream last night. Get y'all a job. Work hard for what you want to. If you got talent, work on your talent, whatever you do. That's why I get on here and do so many videos, because I'm working on my talent. Being, I guess, basically a street reporter, you dig? But, yeah, man, it's crazy.
A street dude, a gang member, a degenerate. They're trifling human beings, bro. Who in their right mind would think this is okay? Yo, I'll be real, man. And like that little like three strike policy, nah, bro. You do something like this, life in prison, bro. We're not even asking no questions. It's not broke his silence on the situation earlier today. He was pretty emotional in his response, as he should be. His mother got held at gunpoint by trifling people, right? Unhinged, trifling, lazy, broke, no good for nothing, disgusting human beings. But I also think he was also emotional because he understands, for the most part, this is like 95% his fault.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest. Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to do some. Like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But if it was your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's whack. Get no cool points for that. I don't think nobody respects that shit.
I don't think even the biggest 6ix9ine hate will see a video of his mama being held at gunpoint at 60 years old and think that's cool.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
They're disgusting. No.
Yeah, that's like, bro, just get a job, dog. Because when they catch these dudes, all of them going to jail, bro. It's only gonna take one to fall, and they're gonna tell on everybody. It looked like it was a whole clan of people going to this man's house trying to rob his mama.
Body is co-signing that, bro. It's horrible, right? But here's where 6ix9ine play a role in this. Before this robbery, 6ix9ine has done multiple streams showcasing his house, showcasing where he lives, doing house tours. He even did multiple interviews at his home. I know that Adam did an interview with him, Trapper Ross did an interview, Vlad did multiple interviews. He was moving reckless with his location. The way 6ix9ine was moving with his location, you would think he was like a civilian or something. You would think that he didn't get multiple bloods, 10+ year sentences. You would think the lot.
Yeah, y'all can't, when you on that type of timing, bro, you can't be letting people know you can't let people know they're dropping your location like that. After this, we're gonna do self-talk, because I want to talk about this whole Shador Sanders thing. And I slick want to do
looking
nightcap. Let me see
on
what
top
nightcap's
of showing
talking
people
about first.
his location, 6ix9ine was also showing people that he had hella money just laying around in his home.
Come for the blind date.
Okay. Oh. The cash?
No,
Sorry. How much cash is that?
well, it's fake.
From I estimate, I probably counted about $150,000 on the bottom shelf of that closet. So he was showing people the crib,
Oh, let me
showing
see
them
that.
he got.
Sorry. How much cash is that?
Well, it's fake.
From I estimate, I probably counted about $150,000 on the bottom shelf of that closet. So he was showing people the crib, showing them he got hella money, and to make things worse out of all of this, 6ix9ine was actively telling people he didn't have any security whatsoever in.
What the system is? Let's go. Look this up. They say 6ix9ine can't have guards. You can't have guns around you. Really? Okay. Didn't know that. Look it up. We appealed it in the appeals court. 3 higher judges said, how are you going to blast this kid's cooperation and then take his guns away? Overturn the court's ruling. So you could have armed security. Gave me guns back. Right. Right? And we're in Florida, so you could have a carry permit pretty easily. Now watch this. March 12th, 2025. I get raided. They find a gun in here, right? It's concealed. It's permanent, right, by my brother. The judge, it's concealed? I don't understand that part. It has license. He has a license. Okay, your brother's gun. Yeah. Right, got it. My brother gives, this property. He gives the document. Right. This is mine. My brother has nothing to do with it. The judge rules April 21st. I'm stripping his gun license away. Whoa. Okay. Right? Crazy. Why am I paying a security, right? This guy's armed in the mall. I'm no longer able to have licensed security.
That's kind of bad business from the courts, because if they know this man is a marked target, he's basically an informant or a snitch or whatever you want to call this man, bro. Like, he got enemies out here, and there's people that really want to touch him. So why in the F would they make it the way he can't even at least have an armed guard with him? That's crazy. Like,
you understand me now? Okay. I feel you, right? You're in a catch 22. I can put my glasses on. Damn, can I put my glasses back on? Go for it.
I'm for music. It's gotta be my new one.
Your new album?
Yeah, play it on Amazon Music.
I'm a bad man.
Cole's mom. When my wife opened her gift last year, she made this face.
And you wonder what this is.
Did you hear that Lil Wayne commercial?
Tell me your app.
That Lil Wayne commercial was terrible. They played, he said, I'm a bad man. 2, 3, I'm a bad man. They played 4 words, I'm a bad man. It was like, I want to hear my new album. They didn't let that shit play. Like, all the Kendrick them shit, like on the commercials and shit, they let that shit play, bro.
Asking for people to rob you without asking for people to rob you, bruh. Like, what do you think was gonna happen if you said that publicly, bruh? Like, what was the benefit of even saying that? You think that the fans are gonna rally behind you and come to the courthouse to petition for you to have armed security? Probably not, bruh. Like the interview did numbers, but that audience is probably not gonna rally behind you to have a judge like reinstate your armed security guard. But what I can tell you is the formula is pretty simple here, and it's not rocket science. You're somebody who's hated because you ratted on gang bangers, and you're polarizing, and you talk trash about a lot of people, which that's why we love you, that's why I love you. You keep a lot of valuables in the house. You show the location of the house, and then you let them know, oh, by the way, I don't have any armed security. I'm not allowed to have guns in my home.
That's crazy.
I'm on house arrest. I'm on paperwork right now. So if I had a gun in this home, I'm going to jail for a very long time, and I don't want to go to jail for a very long time. So you just told a world of criminals, here's where I live. I have no guns. Even if you see security here, they have no guns. But as he just said, he don't live with security. He don't keep security in his home. It's just him. And now you're asking yourself, how did this happen? Bro, it happened because you talked too much. You went on those interviews and said a tad bit too much.
Yeah, he definitely spoke a little too much on the situation, and people now are like, it is what it is, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You make your bed, you gotta lie in it. But yeah, man, I just want the man to be safe. You gotta move a little more, um, below the radar. Just don't let everybody know all your business, bro, because then you get into circumstances like this, and this is not what you want to get into. As far as, you know, just being able to live a productive life.
But the dumbest part about all of this too, though, 6ix9ine, knowing his situation, is still out here starting beef and antagonizing street dudes. That's what I don't understand. If I knew that I can't carry a gun, if I knew that I can't have armed security, if I knew that I can't really operate how I want to operate or fully protect myself, the last thing I'm doing is starting beef. The last thing I'm doing, Brett, is cussing out people or dissing rappers or dissing street dudes. Not that's the last thing I'm doing, Brett. All right, that's the last thing I'm doing. I'll be a church mouse. I will try to squash all the beef possible. Right? It's not happening. Now it looks like 6ix9ine is now trying to take that approach. Right? He's now trying to take the church mouse approach. He's now trying to go down the approach of, hey, let's all be friends. I'm pushing peace and positivity, but it's literally too late, bro. After this incident, 6ix9ine announced that he's dropping a Christian song. So Young Thug was right. For me, if you right, you got to make Christian music now. 6ix9ine really dropped a Christian song after this incident, bro. So he's now starting to realize that the malarkey and the tomfoolery that he's been doing is not worth it. At the end of the day, bro, peace is the only thing that really matters to. If me having $100 million came with no peace,
what's up, fam?
I'm turning in $100 million. Peace is what we value the most as humans. And unfortunately for 6ix9ine, he is in a situation right now where it's almost impossible for him to have peace. If he intends on having a thriving career, if he intends on still getting paid for these interviews, because there's only so long and so much you can talk about your life story. Until people are going to want to have to ask you about your opinions on certain things. And if you're 6ix9ine, you have made a living off of giving controversial opinions. Now, 6ix9ine is getting paid.
Man, 6ix9ine, bro, like, I believe that he had a crazy little run, and when that police stuff popped up, it was just finito. It was the last dance, the finale. I mean, he came back with a couple of little bops and shit like that, but it never was the same, bro, before he went to jail, bro. After all the snitching shit came out, that's when the snitching shit was like, now snitching ain't even all that bad no more, as bad as it was when he first got out. Because when he got out, boy, shit, them folks was like, oh, hell nah.
I believe anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per interview. That $20K ain't worth me doing that interview and dissing all the popular rappers who live in proximity to me. And now I gotta watch over my shoulders and I don't even have a gun.
That's crazy.
Mom, 5 minutes.
Hey, hold on, man.
You still throwing up the money, you still bolstering wealth, while still living in an unsecure home, while on house arrest with your mother. I don't think that's wise. And that tells me you ain't learned a goddamn thing from this situation. Not one, not an iota of a thing that you learned from this situation. But also, if you look at 6ix9ine's like recent behavior, you kind of have to ask yourself, is this new like...
I knew this man didn't give a damn when he was on live where it was him, Rollo, DJ Academics. Who else was on that? I think Wack 100 had came in the conversation. But he was like, yo, I'm talking about this man on live, bro. All the shit he going through, he like, yo, where we at? Where we at? They like, nah. Don't tell him where you at, bro. Don't tell him. But he don't give a damn. It's like he don't really care, though.
I believe in God. I'm a like, is this real? Because it was just a couple weeks ago when 6ix9ine was taunting the Latin Kings and telling them that he's gonna get back on them even if he gives life. One of the only things you get life for is murder. So what? Are you saying like you're threatening to murder the Latin Kings?
Say again. Boosie hype. He talking hype to people. Somebody need to get him. Somebody got it. He said, "6ix9ine. The only reason I'ma get my get back, even if it give me life, nigga. Trust me. The reason for that. Did they pay their bond? He's still in jail right now. Maybe one came out, had nothing to do with it. It got probably to do with his pops. I'ma get life. Even I'ma get my get back, even if I get life, nigga. Trust me."
That was his threat, not just towards any group, but towards the Latin Kings in Miami, while showcasing where you live, showcasing your address.
So Latin Kings in Miami, they got a big stronghold down there.
And then dropping your location and then letting them know you have no security, you have no guns in your house, and you can't have no guns or security. Man, good luck, man. All right. That wasn't smart. Now, the people who robbed them, they were black men, for sure black. So I doubt the Latin Kings had anything to do with this, but I'm just saying, like, this is how reckless 6ix9ine was. Right? 6ix9ine was waging war on the Latin Kings, knowing he can't be around guns, nor have guns in his vicinity, even with his security guards. And
so basically, you out here threatening niggas, buck naked, ain't got nav pistol on you, buck naked, and you talking shit, bruh. That's a disaster for. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster.
At that point, bro, if my security guard can't have a gun, they not no security, bro. Like at that point, bro, you just a victim too, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe?
That's crazy, bro. Y'all check out Poetic Flacco, man. We're gonna do self-talk. We're running into self-talk now, y'all. Y'all check out self-talk. Everything is together.
American vodka.
How do you think you played? I don't think I played good. So I think that was my first ball to him all year.
Dylan clears concussion protocol. He'd be back if you start.
Yes, but he's got, that's obviously a lot into that protocol. A lot goes into that, so we'll see.
Okay, so we got to talk about Kevin Stefanski again, man. So it's looking like Kevin Stefanski is being called out again now, finally on a national level, because Cam Newton came out and said some things about Kevin Stefanski, saying that he wants Shedeur Sanders to fail. And I think a lot of people feel that way, especially when Kevin Stefanski admitted that Shedeur Sanders.
Bro, I look at it like this. He just ain't had he ain't had a chance to get his feet wet. Let him get about 3-4 games in. It's gonna be a different outcome. I promise you. I'm talking about what time it is. 7:18. I promise you. It's gonna be a different outcome, bro.
Didn't have any reps with the first team.
Kevin, what prompted Dylan's concussion check?
He got checked at halftime. I don't know all the details exactly.
So you don't know if Dylan was concussed on that one designed run?
I don't know.
You talk so much about, or we asked you a lot about Shedeur not getting any reps with the starting units. So that was like really his first legitimate snaps and reps with the starting offense, correct?
Yes.
Do you think that there was any maybe kind of rust or?
Yeah, I understand the question. I would tell you we do so much work with the quarterback position and the entire team, not just those reps on a practice field. And those are, as we all know, those are tough reps for when you have a young starter as well. But there's so much that we do to supplement that type of thing.
Kind of knowing that you guys.
No, they don't. Because if they did, he would have had reps with the first team.
Might have had to put Shedeur into a situation like this at some point once he became QB2. Why wouldn't he get any first team reps with the starters in practice?
Yeah, I understand the question, Mary Kay. I would tell you, You're always trying to get your starter ready to play, and certainly when your starter is a rookie, those are very valuable reps. When your backup is a rookie also, you do everything in your power to get our quarterbacks as many reps as possible. Post-practice, after practice, extra meeting time, so that's just part of how it goes. But the bottom line is we trust both of our players. We trust all of our players because of the work that they put in.
And we're 11 weeks into the NFL season, and Shedeur Sanders haven't had one rep with the first team, to the point where, some of the players was coming out was like, hey, we didn't understand Shedeur Sanders' count yet. So that caused those guys to be a little bit off. And then obviously we've seen images like this where you see the offensive line, it's just wide open for Shedeur Sanders to get sacked. So people was calling this out like, yo, we're watching this live and it's looking like the offensive line wants Shedeur Sanders to get hurt. It's looking like the coach is trying to set him up. What's going on here, right? So which brings us to Cam Newton. Cam Newton used the platform of ESPN First Take, the #1 sports show, as Stephen A. Smith will say. He used that opportunity to call out Kevin Stefanski. A lot of people is applauding Cam Newton for using that platform to call out Kevin Stefanski. So let me show you guys.
Yeah, I just think they're not giving him his right. They're not doing him right, bro. They got something against him. And I'm sure it got to do with his pops or whatever, but they got something against this young man. This young man is a phenomenal quarterback. Should have had way more reps with the first team. In the preseason, he should have had reps with the first team. And you see the first team, they saying basically they're like, shit, I can't. We don't know his count yet because we haven't practiced with him. You ain't practiced with him.
Then I'll come back with some more commentary. Here's the video. And if you can, guys, hit the thumbs up button. It really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that. Check out this clip right here.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do not think Kevin Stefanski wants Shedeur Sanders to succeed in Cleveland. The reason being is, don't tell me what he said, don't tell me what he's saying. I'm going off of actions. All right, let's go off of actions. The actions is, if I'm Shedeur or if I'm a Shedeur Sanders fan, I would not want him to take the field because that's going to consistently be the display we're going to see. It doesn't matter if it's Deshaun Watson. It doesn't matter if it's Shedeur Sanders. It doesn't matter if it's Dylan Gabriel. It doesn't matter if it's Dan Orlovsky. It doesn't matter if it's Cam Newton. You need help in Cleveland when you have a quarterback that's still making $46 million on your roster and he's not healthy. That impacts the talent that's around them. They are not a good team. Right. But this is the thing that really irks me the most, is because he doesn't get any reps. Circa 2015, circa when Cam Newton was the MVP, circa when, hey, my backup for majority of my career was probably the biggest blessing of my career to have a veteran in Derek Anderson. Ron Rivera still knew we're one play away, kid, from you not being available. We would have anywhere from 6 to 12 reps in every single practice that allowed Derek to still have an ability to say, hey, if it goes, how it goes. Now, granted, someone say, well, Cam, you played the position any different. Well, what is that to say about Brock Purdy? Well, what is that to say about any other quarterback that's here? You plan for the what if in this league. You don't know if you're going to have your quarterback. What about Joe Burrow? So for him to not have any reps, for him to have this to be his first time that he's taking first team reps where individuals don't even know your snap count or your cadence, that is like, no, bro, what are we doing here? Like, you don't control the team.
And this kid, when he get his chance though, bro. And I hope it's with Cleveland just to show them, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it don't matter how y'all hate on me, I'm still gonna make it. That would be one of the greatest stories in history, in sports history, about an underdog. And but if he fuck around and go to another team next year, bro, y'all, they gonna be hurt. I'm telling you, they're gonna be hurt. It's gonna be trouble in the camp. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be trouble in the camp. It's gonna be another team fucking around and pick him up.
Whole overall existence by not allowing individuals to get better. As a head coach, you are responsible for these things. You're responsible for how your team operates and executes, and you also are responsible for each player's development. If you're not developing players, no matter if it's a starter, a free agent, or a second round player, or third round, you're not doing your job. Kevin Stefanski, bro, that's unacceptable, and I'm gonna tell you that on national TV. That's a fileable offense for so many other reasons because, like, what are we doing? You're not developing the guys right, and you're putting all your eggs in Dylan Gabriel? Come on, dog.
If you're an illegal alien, this runway is your future because you're headed home.
Oh, dog.
So that's what Cam Newton said live on ESPN First Take, calling out Kevin Stefanski, and I agree with Cam Newton. And yeah, man, salute to Cam Newton for you.
Like, I mean, this dude just looked like he looked like a loser. He looked like he wants to lose. Like, instead of him set Shador up to be able to, be a success, he looks like he would rather lose and forfeit his job. But his job might not even be in any kind of harm's way. So he might just be doing this just to say, yeah, I'm going to try to destroy your career, and I don't care what happened. I'm not going to really play you like that because I don't want to play you. But now you're forced into something to where now he got to play. So what if next week? So happy you just go out there and have an all-star game, bro. Like some shit we probably never seen in NFL history.
Gabriel, because now putting him as a starter when he's not ready. Now he's failing. Now he's losing the audience. He's getting booed. So now his confidence is derailing because now the home crowd doesn't like him. He sees all of this stuff on Twitter and social media. I'm pretty sure he sees all of that stuff that everybody's saying about him. And yeah, so, I know he hears a noise. And then you got Shedeur Sanders, who's ready, who wants to be in this opportunity. He wants to be in a position to fail. He wants to make these mistakes. He's been in this position since Colorado. And it's not to say that Shedeur is going to turn things around, but at least it would change the energy in that locker room.
And give him and the team in the city of Cleveland a freaking chance, bro. Like, what is the Browns doing?
Change the energy with the players. They will be more happy. They will be happy if they lose games with Shedeur Sanders being right there. And if he can't,
that's crazy. He's so popular that they will be happy if they lost games. That's how you know you good, bro. They will be happy to lose games with you rather than to let this other Dylan Gabriel.
Like, okay, hey, Dylan Gabriel, you're up, and I'm pretty sure Dylan Gabriel will be ready because, like I said, he shouldn't be starting right now. So yeah, man, that's it for today's video, guys. I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below how you guys feel about it.
You gotta check out Self Talk. I've been rocking with Self Talk for a good little minute since I started rocking with Kwame Brown, KB. And I've been rocking with KB since when he first got on the internet and that stuff popped off with Gilbert Arenas and them. But it was before that. It was Matt Barnes and Captain Jack. Let me see. This is one day ago. Yeah, this is Monday. Let me see. Jordan Woods' heartfelt gift to Cat honor his label. Exposes Alabama reacted to the Texas. Let me hit the thing. Let me see what they got.
Come on with your favorite sports dunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make... Come on with your favorite sports dunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. He missed only one snap. The Falcons. Bryce Young. Hey! Franchise record. 448 yards to lift the Panthers to a 30-20.
Hey, we reacted to Nightcap, Shannon Sharp, and Ocho Cinco.
27 win over the Falcons. Young completed 31 of 45 passes despite being escorted to the locker room late in the first quarter with a right ankle injury. He missed only one snap. Meanwhile, the Falcons suffered their fifth straight loss, including back-to-back overtime defeats.
Damn.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all?
Bryce did.
Everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me in August. I told you, when we drafted T-Mac, I understood. I understood the assignment. Okay? The Panthers organization, the people in positions of power in Carolina understood what they were doing, what they were building. It takes time. It takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. But
you're right, though. It do take time. We been done by Carolina in a little minute on some football type stuff. Since Cam Newton.
They took the proper measures to make sure that they can compete when it was time for war, and that's what the Panthers are doing. That's what we're doing. I told you. Listen to me. I told you they were going to look like this before the season started. Okay? And now you're seeing the result of not only what I said, but the product that's on the field. The quarterback, ever since they benched Bryce Young last year and he came back in the game, he's been a different person. He's been a different person because he understands the circumstances that are in his hands. As we go, he goes. Or as he goes, we go. Yes, I'm saying we, because I'm a part of the Panthers now. And keep pounding, bitch. What we talking about? I'm telling you.
Penix left the ball game due to injury. He was 13 of 16 for 174 yards at the time that he injured. In comes Kirk Cousins, who was 6 of 14 for 48 yards. Raheem's gonna have to get this thing going.
Yeah. In fast.
Game, they was comfortable, and then.
Oh, in fast.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And you gotta get it going fast.
You gonna have to get it going fast.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Let's get back to my Panthers. Hey,
they playing well. Bryce Young, 35 of 41, 35 of 45. Excuse me, 448. 3 touchdowns. The 448 is a record for the Carolina Panthers in passing yards. McMillan, 8 catches for $130. 2 touchdowns. Leggett, 483, a touchdown. Rico had 5 for 55. But Tremble, the tight end in overtime, he had that big catch. Well, had that big catch and run.
I mean, so me and my coworker, we had the job. They're like, it's a minute left. Atlanta was about to win. Tell me why these folks done did some shenanigans and beat the hell out of Atlanta. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Y'all about to win. Y'all had 1 minute left, bro.
They ended up winning it.
Yeah.
But
I want y'all, everybody in the chat.
We gotta run that back. We gotta run that back.
McMillan, 8 catches for $130.
2
touchdowns. Leggett, 483, a touchdown. Rico had 5 for 55, but Tremble, the tight end in overtime, he had that big catch. Well, had that big catch and run and set them up in field goal range, and they ended up winning it.
Yeah.
But
I want y'all, everybody in the chat that doubted me, everybody that laughed at me, everybody that said it wasn't possible, you know, you see it. You see it week in and week out. Yes, we have some ups and downs. We have some ups and downs. Yes, we do. We do. Huh? Alright.
Davis Mills leads the Titans to a 16-13 win. Excuse me. Davis Mills leads the Texans to a 16-13 win over the Titans on a game-ending field goal. Mills threw for 274 yards and a touchdown. Matthew Wright kicked a 35-yard field goal as time expired as the Texans sweeps the season series over the AFC South rivals. Texans are 5-5, reached 500 for the first time this season with their third win in 4 games. It was also their 5th straight over the Titans in Nashville, despite playing without Stroud, safety Jalen Petrie, and kicker Kai Fairburn. They found a way to get it done. They didn't run the ball particularly well, but Nico Collins came up big when he needed to. 9 catches, 92 yards and a touchdown. They sacked Cam Ward 3 times. Cam Ward was 24-37, 194, 1 touchdown. Nothing really. But the Texans had every reason to possibly try to say we lose this, but they found a way. It wasn't pretty, but they found a way to win. Will Anderson Jr. had a sack. Danielle Hunter had a sack and a half.
Hey,
what's up?
I'm laughing at somebody in the chat somebody just said like Cam Ward said, we ass.
He said what?
Everything I'm laughing at somebody in the chat somebody just said like Cam Ward said, we ass. Hey, every time I think about how you say that, I'm talking about with a straight face too. Straight face, like it is what it is.
The Jags rebound from a historic loss with a dominant 35-6 win over the Chargers. The Jags bounced back from the worst collapse in franchise history by thumping the Chargers behind the rushing touchdowns of Travis Etienne, Lawrence, and Tootin.
We've always been heads up about money, but sometimes life throws you a curve, like juggling.
I thought it said
Etienne, Lawrence, and Tootin. Besul.
You know, I didn't. That's the one game I couldn't see. I couldn't see that Jaguars game.
You ain't missed nothing. Trevor Lawrence was 14-22, 153, 1 touchdown. He did have a pick, but they ran the ball 47 times for 192 yards. This is really one of the first times that I've seen that the Chargers physically get dominated on both sides of the line. Justin Herbert was 10 of 18 for 81 yards. He was sacked twice. I'm
from Jacksonville, y'all, so that was good news to me. Because I live in Atlanta, and I'm sorry, motherfuckers are lost. Like, what? Like, what you got going on, bro? What y'all got going on in Atlanta, bro? Why y'all can't win no games?
42 yards. But they really couldn't do anything. They were terrible today. They were dominating. And to see that happen to a Jim Harbaugh team is just something that you don't see. The one thing they pride themselves on is physicality. But they got dominated today, Ocho. They really got dominated. The Jags 35, the Chargers 6, and the game it really wasn't.
It's so funny, Uncle, when you think about it. As well as the Chargers have played all season long, they've been very dominant on defense. The offense, you know, it's up and down, but it's been consistent. But teams always have a game like this. They always have a game like this. I mean, you look at.
I don't know like that, but they got the hell beat out there.
Yeah, you look at the game Sam Darnold had today. You know, and you look at the Chiefs. Hell, you look at the Lions in the game the Lions had today. A team that averages damn near 28, 30 points a game. They had a bad day today. So listen, do you always get a game like this? You got to bounce back. And they always bounce back for some reason. They always bounce back.
Yeah.
The Jaguars looked horrible last week. They looked horrible. And then you come out, you know, if you was a betting man and you know they playing the Chargers, you betting on the Chargers to beat the hell out of them. That's what I love about football. You could at times when people say, "Oh, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged." Well, hell no, it ain't. Absolutely, it's not. Not with stuff like this happening.
like every adult should have. Part 1. This is an indestructible Reolink 203 VPOE security camera with 180
Just saying, it's a crazy time. You can't afford not to like black people. You don't like black people enough, you can become one yourself. I'm not the only black man with a bunch of mug shots.
Right. It's them young ones that come. Yeah. That'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I've been dependent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
ESPN confirming to NBC it's cutting ties with its NFL commentator Shannon Sharpe. The move coming after Sharpe, of course, the Hall of Fame tight end, settled a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and battery.
Very grateful for that, but I just wish, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, I just wish this thing could have waited until Monday.
Cat Williams just went off on Shannon Sharpe, and trust he didn't hold back. After ESPN dropped Shannon, Shannon played himself. Cat saying it's wild to feel bad for a man who spent years dishing out so-called wisdom, only to trip on the oldest trap in the game.
White women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Here's the tea. ESPN cut ties right after Shannon settled a massive $50 million lawsuit with an OnlyFans model named Gabriella Zuniga. That part. But here's the real twist. Cat warned him. Right there on Club Shay Shay, face to face, Cat told Shannon plain and simple, messing around with white women in this industry could get him tangled up in a mess he can't clean up. And let's not forget, Monique told him too. She gave Shannon some real solid dating advice trying to steer him right. But what did he do? Ignored all the red flags, threw caution out the window, and now look at him. No job, clowned online, and scrambling to clean up the mess. Instead of moving smart, he fumbled hard, got dragged all over the blogs, and ended up cutting a fat check just to settle things with that model. And now, ESPN straight up ditched him.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say, what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I
ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
And let's be honest, what serious network wants to touch a guy whose name is trending because of a major lawsuit tied to something that serious? Cat Williams is sitting back like, I told you this would happen. Sources close to Shannon are saying Cat's got zero sympathy because UNC had it all and threw it away on some reckless decisions. No one's feeling sorry for that.
Didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that.
When you see Jonathan Majors, what he went through, Marvel dropped him as soon as the the conviction came out, and you were telling me.
And you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he had to be there by himself, he was getting awful. Guilty. She came in there, it was just so beautiful. They had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
Now here's the wild part. An insider just spilled that Cat didn't warn Shannon about white women for no reason. He already knew Shannon was out here messing with that young OnlyFans model way before the lawsuit even dropped. Cat saw the setup coming from miles away. On the surface, Cat made it sound like he was speaking on the Jonathan Majors dramas, but nah, he was aiming straight at Shannon the whole time, just coded it real slick. And this just proves it again. Cat might crack jokes, but he never lies. Meanwhile, Shannon didn't want to hear it. He thought throwing millions at that model in a private settlement would save his image and keep his ESPN seat warm. But nope, ESPN still hit that switch and fired him anyway. And now, that OnlyFans model. And get this, just 24 hours after the settlement hit the news, Gabriella quit OnlyFans. She hopped on Instagram and made it official saying, "Today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could..."
You retired, old girl. Like, you retired a 21, 22-year-old girl.
Never have imagined. She added that she's still going to be active on social media and has new projects coming soon, but let's be real, she ain't got to hustle like that no more.
Started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we
Need better sleep? We can help. Save up to $700 on Sealy at Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
The gold standard in everyday grooming. Order today at skullshaver.com.
Could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this would, I said, this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, you know, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes, and he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, you know, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline is going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. You know, that was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
Shannon basically retired this girl for life. She hit the jackpot. Generational wealth secured. Thanks to one wild situation with a 50-year-old man still out here moving reckless. You really can't make this stuff up, and what comes next is even crazier. Ain't nobody giving Shannon a break right now. It's not just that he got played. It's the fact that this is the same man who once bragged about not letting his own daughter's wedding budget go over $30. And the internet denied that massive settlement to Gabriella. ESPN cut him off. But here's the cold part. ESPN didn't even bother putting out a statement. Not a word. People magazine reached out for a comment, and ESPN straight up ignored it like Shannon didn't even exist. As for Shannon, he finally broke his silence on July 30th during his Nightcap podcast. He said he was at peace with ESPN's move, but then admitted he was begging behind the scenes to stay on. Shannon even begged ESPN to hold off on announcing his firing until after his big brother, Sterling Sharp, was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He later admitted he had to apologize to Sterling because deep down, he knew the lawsuit and his firing would completely overshadow his brother's moment. But ESPN and Disney showed zero sympathy. They didn't care about timing. They didn't care about family. They shut him down fast and ignored his request like it meant nothing. And here's what really stings. Shannon was this close to locking in a $100 million mega deal before all this blew up. He was in advanced talks for a major podcast contract that would have included all his Shishi Media shows, Club Shay Shay, Nightcap with Chad Johnson, Club 520 Podcast, The Bubba Dub Show, and even Humble Daddies. Here's the brutal timeline. April 18th, 3 days before Gabriella hit him with that lawsuit, Front Office Sports reported that Shannon was about to ink a deal worth over $100 million. Fast forward, and now that deal, gone. Not only did Shannon lose the bag, but he also lost his seat at ESPN and burned every bridge tied to the Disney empire. That means ESPN, ABC, Hulu, and pretty much every major network that matters. Once you get hit with a stain this public and this messy one, there's no easy comeback, especially in those high-level media circles. Shannon was right there on the edge of becoming a full-blown podcast mogul, but that dream sank the moment he got caught up with a 19-year-old white girl. Every deal gone. Every project dead in the water, and just like Cat Williams said, nobody's feeling bad for him. Shannon had everything, and the power, the platform, the golden opportunities, and then he straight up threw it away, chasing something that wasn't worth the risk. But now it's your turn. How do you see it? Was Shannon's downfall his own doing, or did ESPN move too fast, cutting him off before the smoke even cleared? And what about that payout?
So that was Stars. Let me see. All right, everybody check out Chig Smooth.
Wheatley, American vodka. You read my mind. This one goes out to the stars and the stripes.
YouTube, Chigs. Get ready. Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh, nah. That's it.
I fuck with Chig Smooth, though.
It's all bad, you guys. Listen, man, calling somebody a K-bop might be funny online, but once you're actually out there in the real world and you're actually meeting people that's legit Kendrick fans, that's when you come to realize the actual impact of Kendrick Lamar. Last night, you guys, DJ Academics ran into a Kendrick Lamar fan that basically destroyed his entire narrative about Kendrick fans being bots, and also his wild claims about Kendrick Lamar fans not really knowing his entire music catalog. It's always easy to criticize somebody behind the computer screen, but sometimes when you're out there meeting people, life always finds a way to humble you. Now, to be honest with you guys, I'm actually still shocked that Academics is still running with this narrative about Kendrick, especially after he went to Kendrick's show. A couple months ago, DJ Academics actually went to one of Kendrick Lamar's GNX show. He saw how his fans were rocking with his music. He saw how the entire place was sold out.
K-Bots is hit. But it was playing K like that game. You feel me? Congrats to K out of Scissor. You won't even sell out the stadium if you got a little pop fans. But then K-Bots, you see that being like doing the weird shit, not here, bro. And we in Detroit, this is the blackest city. I'm probably out of the blackest city, man. K-Bots did not show up. It's just white girls with their fathers. And girls that's heartbroken from their middle school drama. I thought everybody here was K-Bots, they're not. K-Bots that whole tweet. Bro, those dusty. The demo. Get the demo. Let me tell you, we love white people. We love pop fans. They're what made hip hop go to another level, make you sell out the stadium. That's good. Everybody got it. Beyonce got it. Travis Scott got it.
But I guess out of loyalty for Drake, he still does not believe the hype about Kendrick. While Academics and Aiden Ross were shopping last night on stream, these guys were going to the Playboi Carti concert. They ran into a Kendrick Lamar fan that was working at the store. Academics actually put this kid to the test, fully expecting him to fumble and eventually prove his point about Kendrick Lamar. But this kid not only proved Academics wrong about Kendrick, but he also exceeded expectations. Here it is.
So over there, since we're on stream,
Hey, you fuck with Kendrick though, right?
Kendrick?
though, right?
He cool?
Exactly, but I know you fuck with Kendrick a lot, right?
What you mean like a lot? Like we cool?
He's a Kendrick guy, no? Online.
Yeah.
Fuck with Kendrick, you know?
Man, you must be out of your mind. He's like, so he cool.
I see clips of you waiting Kendrick, no?
Nah,
You
Kendrick.
top 5, right?
Nah, Kendrick's ass. Like, you want top 15?
Top 15.
Yeah. You fuck with Drake?
Yeah, you funny.
Drake the best, man. Seriously, I mentioned Kendrick, man. Kendrick ain't no fucking top 5. What are we talking about?
Oh, what you got 5?
Drake. All 5 spots. Name 5 Kendrick songs. Gun to your head right now. Name 5 Kendrick songs.
And it sounds like we got Count Me Out, we got Duckworth, we got 5, we got Love, we got XX.
That's a K-pop, man. All right, man. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go see tonight. He was on the party, dog.
Yeah, they cut his verse.
Oh, they cut his verse.
Yeah, we trying to have fun. We trying to have fun. You remember, like, they cut that verse. Don't keep that shit head. Yeah, just remember, you getting judged by a Kendrick fan right now. You getting judged by a K-bot.
You here?
No.
Wait,
Yeah, he did like 20.
Off the new album. Yeah, I can you go to Morale? Oh, wait, Mr. Morale. Can you find songs with Mr. Morale? Count Me Out, Worldwide Suffers, at 95, you know, there's Diary. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's possible. Oh my God, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yo, if you remember 5 songs from an album where a dude said his auntie's a man, it's a strong man right there, man.
Hey, what was he saying in that song, though? Think about it, bro.
He said he got touched. I don't feel bad for him.
That was a different song, bro. Like, no, I was pointed that he didn't get touched. It's about generational trauma.
They thought he got touched. There was probably booty on. I don't know what's going on.
This definitely ain't cool right here, bro. Like how you talk about Kendrick, bro. Like, bro, he got. I don't know what he got against Kendrick, bro, but you need to stop playing with that man, bro.
Now,
it might get ugly for him.
You know you're completely out of pocket when a kid is not only telling you, yo, you're talking about the wrong song. And then he goes on to tell you if you're going to hate, at least do your research first. Imagine how crazy Academics and Aiden Ross would have went if this kid was not able to name 5 Kendrick songs as quick as he did. These guys would have put on a nasty generational masterclass in hating. But once they found out this kid actually knew his stuff about Kendrick Lamar, it was nothing but love, daps, and yo, get this kid off my stream. Now, hopefully we can retire this dumb narrative about Kendrick not having real fans. And it's very interesting because DJ Academics and Aiden Ross were actual fans of Kendrick before the beef happened last year. But because these guys do not want to piss Drake off, because these guys talk to Drake on a weekly basis, they feel like somehow they gotta put down Kendrick in order to big up Drake. At this point, it has to be an obsession with Kendrick. I've always told people you can equally be fans of Drake and also Kendrick Lamar. You don't gotta pick a side. I don't think Kendrick fans would ever walk up to a Drake fan questioning their fandom for Drake. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of this Kendrick fan shutting up DJ Academics and Aiden?
Yeah, like to walk up to be like, yeah, name me five Kendrick songs, and he just rambled them off like real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, stop it.
Ross, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Style and substance in the GMC Sierra.
Source for celebrity news. Check this out. A whole lot of people on the internet are going in when NBA star Michael Porter Jr., who signed a $200 million contract with the NBA, after he did an interview and shared the fact that when his girlfriend, well now his ex-girlfriend, was searching for apartments, he told her that he would be willing to split the rent.
I know you're not worth $200 million and was splitting rent with your girlfriend.
You talking about that I should pay for the whole thing?
Absolutely. Hold on. $200 million deal and you was splitting rent with your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? The right decision. You worth $200 million. Her rent was like $3 grand, bro.
Okay, but
She's killing herself to make half, and then she always with you.
But look,
How
if
is she
you willing,
making
okay. So basically, she's looking around. She's looking around for her apartments, and she came across one that was way out of her price range. It was like double what she could afford. So I was like, you know, this is really nice. I want you to be able to stay here. I want to be able to pull up and stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you afford? And I'll split it. I'll pay the rest. So I ended up doing that, and I was like, yo, whatever happens, and I want the people's advice on this too, because I'm curious.
Yeah,
So basically, bruh, I said whatever happens in this relationship for the next year, I'm committed to paying this rent. Like,
you're a year by year guy. You committed to the NBA year by year. You committed to
because I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if this is my wife. I don't know if it's not. So okay, for this next year I got you. Whatever happens, we can break up. I got you for this next year. I'll split rent with you.
You get with the wrong mindset though.
I know, but bro, I don't know. I just didn't know. So then we ended up breaking up 5-6 months into the rent.
And basically that's where I'm at now, where I'm like, man, do I keep helping her out? Or is it cooked?
So have you paid your half of the rent? How does that work if you blocked on shit?
No, we were in a little bit of communication. She ended up hitting my phone asking for the bread.
Hell yeah, she won't.
Which I don't blame her, because she went into that apartment not being able to afford it, and I gave her my word. So
why you just don't send her half for the rest of the year?
Because she need to act right month to month, nigga.
Now, after people heard the $200 million man say that, a whole lot of people in the comment section weren't happy, and they were like, what kind of man are you petty pinching bastard? And one person was like, I would have lived in the hood before I ever gave a man this type of control. Sis needs to figure out how to pay to break the lease or go where she can afford and get away from him. He wants control of her, and he doesn't want to be with her. He wants access to sleep with her while he does what he wants. And then somebody else said, imagine having to act right for an ex, and he's only paying half. What the F does act right even look like? And then, last but not least, somebody else came through and said, there's men who make less and will do more. You got that right. But here's the thing. You made the deal. You were in your right mind when you made the deal, and you made the deal. So, now that she's your ex, just pay the rent, or give her the money up front and leave that woman alone. Because what she does from here on and forevermore has nothing to do with you. You told her that you would pay half. And stop trying to manipulate her actions because you got a little something over her. The bottom line is this. You told her you were going to go 50-50. Go 50-50 and keep it moving. Because she doesn't need to act right for you. She's your ex. What she needs to do is, now that you done made that agreement public, is get on the phone, boop, 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 and call her attorney so she can get that lump sum. Listen, let me know what you think about the NBA's $200 million man saying that he's over there going halvesies on his girlfriend's rent. And also, let me know what you think about the fact that he says that now that she's his ex, he's sending those checks over there month to month to make sure that she acts right. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like it.
We need to watch this. This is a new one. Science
I'm a little embarrassed to
channel.
admit, but I've never read the entire Bible all the way
I don't know
through.
what they were
And
talking
I'm 26.
about. Dr. Heavenly or some shit like that.
I don't know what Heavenly has told you, but what I can say is that I'm not loud to nobody. Okay, I apologize for calling her make phone smoke. Okay, I won't say it again, make phone smoke. Okay, I apologize for that. I won't say it again.
Learning is good for the soul.
I don't want to learn about your history. I got on the fur coat. Now, I don't know why Quad thinks she God gifted to the earth, but, she's really not. But I apologize for saying that. I won't say it again because she's not God gifted to earth, but I apologize. One thing that y'all need to know about Miss Quad is that I'm like a baby giraffe. Knock me down, I'ma stand up tall. Okay, honey? I don't care about Quad. I got on a fur coat. And I'm married to Cecil. Yes, ma'am. Are you eating the whole grape?
This is crazy. This is gonna be a while when I already see it.
Where's the patrol? Cut it into quarters. I am a doctor in OBGYN. Honey, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on the horizon, on the prize, honey, okay? Toya is the smartest person I've ever met, she said on opposite day. I apologize. You did? Daddy, I said I won't say it again. You know, I think of myself as a very quiet person.
Oh my goodness, she hit Married to Medicine right on the nail.
I love her laugh on celeb, so I love the laugh.
Anyhow, I'm officially out of the loop because I did not know that Married to Medicine reality star, dentist, and business owner Dr. Heavenly decided to run for office and is now running for Congress in hopes of being elected as a Georgia state representative in District 93 under the Democratic ticket.
District 93, I'm ready, and I'm walking in my purpose. I bring a unique and needed voice, a black woman doctor under the gold dome that's powerful, that's perspective, that's present, and that's exactly what Georgia needs right now. I stand before you not as a politician, but as a mother, a wife, a doctor, a business owner, and a proud servant of this community. I'm running for state representative in District 93. hearing because I believe this is bigger than politics.
All right, so in June, Dr. Heavenly said that she was running, and now, in a recent interview with People magazine, she explained her motives for running. In her statement, Dr. Heavenly said, "I'm not a career politician. I'm a mom, a doctor, and a business owner, and I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe in. I'm running to serve, and I'm ready to work. I'm running because too many families are being left behind, while politicians protect the wealthy and the connected. I promise to fight for you, for better schools, better health care, real police reform, and true economic opportunity. This election is not about me. It's about us." Now, the other day, Dr. Heavenly jumped online to discuss the government shutting down and then opening back up without the Democrats really getting a thing, because the Republicans were over there like this.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Hey guys, Dr. Heavenly here. Listen, I just came in and talked to y'all for a second, but you know what? I want to tell y'all, this is a bad deal for District 13 and for America. It looks like the Democrats in Senate have caved to shut down for the promise of a vote of the vote on the ACA. But let's be real. Nothing from Republicans say that they will keep their word. Meanwhile, folks at home are struggling. Healthcare costs are through the roof and families can't keep up. Money that should be going to rent and transportation or just putting food on the table has been swallowed up. Listen, people are sick. People are dying. And tonight they still don't have the answers. Just more of the same out of Washington. And listen, I'm sick and tired of it. And that's why I'm running to call out the BS to power. Because enough is enough.
Now, despite the fact that Dr. Heavenly is out here hitting the pavement and campaigning hard for a seat in Congress, in an interesting twist of events, one of Dr. Heavenly's co-stars on Married to Medicine, Toya, said that if given the opportunity, she would not, N-O-T, not vote for Dr. Heavenly.
Now, this last one is a little messy. It's a quick answer. Does Heavenly have your vote? No, she doesn't. For me, yes, absolutely. I'm not one of those individuals who are just going to vote for someone just because they're my friend. You know, you have to show me that you're worthy of the position. And right now, we need to take it very seriously. We have a lot of people in positions and in office, and it's a mess. And I'm not going to add to the mess. You know, so when she shows me that she's cleaned herself up and that she's polished and she knows how to answer the questions in a way that's for the people, she'll have my vote.
Wow, that's grimy. Because you would think that somebody who you were once cool with, who you worked with for years, will vote for you faster than they will vote for some stranger. I mean, for real, if I was mad cool with somebody and then I ran for Congress and they said they wouldn't vote for me, I would be salty. Anyhow, I'm gonna need for you to vote for me right now by hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, why don't you go ahead and do that too? And also, let me know something. If you were to run for office today, do you think that your best friend would vote for you? Let me know down below.
Hey,
So after Toya said that she did not support Dr. Heavenly in her run for Congress, Dr. Heavenly had a chance to respond while she was standing next